to head out! Got it.
Ah, Executor. How can I help?
We're hoping to gather some omnium, Director Ava. Miss Shelley said you might be able to help?
Omnium.
Miss Shelley is helping us repair Mia, but she is a pre-cataclysm model that only runs on omnium.
I'm terribly sorry. While I do indeed have some omnium reserves, it's needed to keep the space rift operating, and in case of any emergencies. It's too important to just give away.
Is there any other way for us to get our hands on some omnium?
Vera's omnium reserves were gradually depleted after the cataclysm. Nowadays, we can only extract a tiny bit of trace omnium.
Trace omnium?
Due to accumulation and concentration, some creatures build up a small amount of trace omnium in their bodies. If you don't need all that much, you could try extracting it from these creatures.
Zero is helping us design and build a brand new omnium extractor. It may be of use to you too.
Hold your horses. I still need some time to upgrade the system and run some tests. Check back with me a bit later.
Executor. Shirley.
Meryl,
0. Has Samir respond?
Meryl, we've run into a little trouble here.
Trouble?
We found some kind of weird egg that might have been left by the gray space entities. I worry there might be a group of gray space entities hidden nearby. Could I?
0's in the middle of something, and I can't leave the research station.
Well, what about the Executor and Shirley? Could you come, please?
fine. We're on our way.
Thank you! I'll send you the coordinates. See you soon!
Executor, Shirley, my thanks for your help.
Is this the egg? It's enormous.
I'm so curious. What on earth comes out of it? Should we crack it open and take a look?
Samir, this may well be a gray space entity's egg. A priceless specimen. We can't just waste it.
Is there anything we can do to help Yuma?
There's a lot of gray space entity activity nearby. We've repelled a few of them, but I fear this egg could attract a more formidable abyssant. So, before the Miroria reclaimers arrive, I'd like you to look after this egg. Samir and I will go explore the area.
You're so tiresome. Listen, let me keep the egg safe. You guys go explore.
Trying to get out of work again?
Hey, did you hear that noise? Sounded like it was coming from the egg? Look, something's moving inside.
It seems like...
You're nothing.
Samir?
Ugh, I told you to be careful. Something got out. Split up and go after it. getting away!
It's over. Finally. Let's head back and meet up with everyone.
Easy does it. How about you? Didn't let anything get away, right?
It's all taken care of. Well, the mission's complete, even if I am covered in this sticky stuff. I blame you. Since we're done here, let's get back. Meryl and the others will be worrying. The egg has been safely taken care of, and there is no sign of a large-scale gray space entity's invasion nearby.
Thank you all for your hard work. We'll be strengthening our monitoring of the target area after this. Oh, Executor. Zero has completed the upgrade to the Omnium extractor. It'll automatically follow you and help collect nearby Omnium.
You've been such a huge help. I can't thank you enough.
Just be careful when using it. It's really delicate. Don't come crying to me if you break it either. I'm busy.
Here comes my full power!
You're back?
We've got enough omnium now, Miss Shelley.
That was quick. I can't believe that Eva would give you her omnium. She's always so stingy with me.
No, Director Ava didn't give it to us. We gathered all of it ourselves from the surface.
Huh? Did you just say you gathered all of this yourselves? You'd need weeks to get this much. How did you do it so quickly?
Zero helped us upgrade an omnium extractor. He really saved us a lot of time.
Is that so? I might have to play around with it later.
How's Mia?
Oh, everything is good. All debugged and dormant, just waiting for you. Come with me.
Was I asleep?
Mia, you're awake!
Hello, Ruby.
Hey, cutie. You're finally awake. I've fully upgraded Mia. Every aspect of her performance has been improved.
Seems like her language module hasn't been fixed.
Don't you think that's cute? Oh, that's right. I also gave her the ability to switch up her costume. Not bad, right? Isn't it cute?
Welcome back, Mia. Sorry for worrying everyone.
I'm sorry for the urgent summons. We've detected abyssal activity, and analysis of the signal indicates it's a type we've never seen before.
An unknown type. Where is it now, Larson?
The signal only lasted a brief period, and we couldn't pinpoint it. The area of potential activity has been designated a containment zone, however. At present, there are still several unstable spatial rifts at the border of the containment zone. While there are no signs of an imminent large-scale gray space entity invasion, we still need to conduct some investigations in the interior to guarantee security. Executors from the nearby Silver Coast Research Station have been sent to the target area, but they lack experience handling an abyssant. Because of that, I'd like to ask you, Lynn, to provide support. If we can locate and defeat the abyssant, obtaining its Christomax would certainly help accelerate our research in gray space entities.
As you wish, Larson. I'll take Shirley and the Executor with me.
Remember, we know next to nothing about this abyssant. Its size, field ability, fighting style. We're in the dark here, so be careful.
Saki? What are you doing here? Aren't you on city duty today?
Oh, I volunteered for this team. After all, isn't the investigation of potential gray-space entities invasions also for the safety of the city?
Serious as ever, I see. Let me make the introductions. This is Saki Fua, captain of the Mororia Security Special Forces, and someone you can definitely count on.
Saki Fua, Special Forces Captain at your service. A pleasure to meet you all.
So what's the situation here?
The gray space entities near the rift have all been dealt with. I have orders to remain here and see that the rift closes. But I've detected another space-time rift has opened nearby. I don't know how it's looking, however, and there's no backup in the area.
Leave it to me. Don't let that rift worry you a second longer.
Thanks, Lynn. It's in your hands then.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
closed and the area is safe, at least for now. But we don't know where the gray space entities who left these eggs went. We need to track them down.
Lynn, a powerful abyssant field reaction has been detected near the Silver Coast Research Station. Samir and Huma are already on their way to investigate.
An abyssant appeared near the research station?
The field covers a wide area, so we're unable to pinpoint the target's precise location. We've also lost contact with Samir and Huma, and I fear they may be in trouble.
Understood. I'll be on my way immediately. The gray space entities near the Silver Coast Research Station were most likely attracted by the abyssant. Samir and Huma have been sent to investigate. We don't know how the two of them are faring. We should go help. We've already entered the abyssant field, so we've lost comms with the outside world. We need to be careful, since we don't know much about what this abyssant can do. There should be other executor activity within the field. Maybe we could try to link up and see if there's any useful information.
there. Is that... Yuma?
Is anyone there? Hello? Yuma! Oh, you guys? Great.
This hand. Let's put you down first.
Don't worry about it. Samir's tried a lot of things, but this hand is clearly formed by the Abyssant's field ability and cannot be broken. It can only be destroyed by defeating the Abyssant. We were careless and got hit by the Abyssant's sneak attack. I was grabbed before I even knew it was happening, and I could feel that hand absorbing my strength.
Where's Samir now?
Tracking down the Abyssant, though I fear that one person is no match for such a beast. She needs your help.
Oh no, if Samir's also... Let's go, now.
Uh-oh. Now that's embarrassing. How can you laugh at a time like this? Well, I saw you coming, didn't I? I can relax now. You've got this.
Did you find that Abyssant?
Yep, we tangoed a couple of times. Wasn't too hard.
Oh? So, how did you...
Ugh, nasty trick that. The thing was clearly right in front of me, but just as it attacked, a weird hand appeared behind me. Well, I don't have eyes in the back of my head, so... It was devious. How was I to know it would pull a stunt like that? Let me have another go. I'll whack it right upside its head. It won't be very far. Hurry up and take care of it. I don't want to be hanging around all the time.
Hang tight. We're on it.
Hang in there. Got it.
Hold your horses. We have no idea what it's capable of. Don't lower your guard, and watch out for any sneak attacks. I didn't feel my strike land just now, but when its hand touched me, the Abyssant was injured. How strange.
Lynn!
Stay calm and listen to me. I couldn't feel anything on my last attack, just like the one before. Having said that, the touch of that hand feels completely different. This time, that thing grabbed me. The only difference between the two attacks is obvious. This is probably the true power of the field. I'll leave the rest in your hands.
take it from here. Easy peasy. Time for some payback. Here comes my full power! Time for some payback!
Exciting battle. Lucky I asked you to help, or I might have had a bit of trouble. Yes, but it's a shame that this Abyssant didn't have the Crystamax. I hope Larson won't be too disappointed.
The Abyssant field here has already dispersed?
Yes, fields only appear where there is an Abyssant. We've never seen an ability like this before, and if it hadn't been for Samir and Huma giving us such valuable insights, I fear we might have found it more difficult. Good. Anyway, those two should be out of trouble by now. Let's regroup.
Samir, I've told you 1,000 times not to be so rash.
I wouldn't have been if it wasn't to save you. You're the one who got caught first.
You...
That's enough. Everyone's okay, and that's the main thing. But the next time there's an Abyssant with unknown abilities, don't take it so lightly.
If it hadn't got the drop on me, there's no way. Whatever. Let's just say I owe you one.
Is there any word from Silver Coast Research Station?
Yes, I just heard from Meryl. The station is safe and sound.
Excellent. I guess that means everything's nicely wrapped up. Great work, everyone. Head on back and have a well-deserved rest.
All right, let's go.
Thanks a lot for your help today. If it wasn't for the support of District 9, Meroria wouldn't be able to withstand the growing number of Gray Space Entities attacks.
You are welcome. We work for stability and peace for everyone.
Oh, I almost forgot. Yesterday, I applied for indefinite stay permission at your accommodation. Just go to the front desk, register your info, and you'll be all set.
Thank you, Lynn.
No hassle. Anyway, Larson's waiting for me to report back, so I'm afraid I can't hang around. I'll see you guys later.
Good work today, guys.
Hi, Manson, and thanks. Lynn said she'd applied for a residency upgrade for us, and we should come and register our info.
Yes, I've already been notified by Lynn. Please wait a moment. The formalities won't take long.
Is Lynn a regular guest here?
Guests? No, not at all. Sadly, Lynn is a terribly busy person and seldom has the time for leisure. But you two, I get the feeling Lynn cares about you. You're not just ordinary folks, are you? I'm just curious, don't mind me. Anyway, the upgrade has been successful. The water heater and air purification system have been turned on, and you're good to go. Have a good rest.
Good morning, you two. I trust you slept well.
Morning, Lynn.
I don't know if you have time today, but I have something to attend to, and was wondering if you might be able to come with me. Hykros established a research base in the desert, just outside Meroria, dedicated to studying gray space entities. Larson has requested that I assist the researchers there as they conduct a crucial experiment. They are preparing to extract a whole Crystamax from a living abyssant. Having never attempted such a feat before, They hoped headquarters could send an executor to support them and deal with any potential risks.
They captured a live abyssint?
It's a long story. Meroria launched a special gray space entity research project a few years back, codenamed Listener. Taking what we know about gray space entity physiology, activity, and habits, the scientists hope to better understand their behavior, interpret their actions, and even, if possible, communicate with them. They captured some relatively harmless gray space entities as test subjects, and carried out various behavioral and physiological experiments. They even attempted to breed them.
Wait, are you saying that this abyssint they're using for the experiment was intentionally bred by them?
Well, yes. But what they have is still light years away from being a real abyssint. While it does have a Christamax, it doesn't yet have any field ability, and is much easier to handle. So I was hoping you two could tag along. Apart from helping with security, you'd be able to learn firsthand the very latest research results, which should help your understanding of the gray space entities.
Sounds good, Lynn. Lead the way.
Thank you so much for your help, Lynn. Everyone is in position, and we're ready to begin at any time.
How is the subject? I need more details.
We have conducted 2 comprehensive tests on subject number 6, Rudolph. Its vitals are stable, as is the artificial Christamax.
So how are you going to proceed?
Before extracting the target sample, we need to administer a special agent to increase the activation level of the Christamax. This will, however, affect the subject's circadian rhythm and will significantly increase its metabolic rate for a period of time. The subject may become frenzied, a state which needs to be maintained until the Christamax inside it activates.
How violently do you think it will struggle?
Regarding subject dosage and reaction, we've previously conducted a series of gradated tests, but this dose will be substantially higher than anything we've used before. As such, it's impossible to predict precisely how the subject will respond.
So we're here in case it gets out of control?
That is correct, Lynn. As soon as Rudolph's Christamax activates, we'll immediately administer an anesthetic, but until then, It's up to you.
Understood. Get ready, you two. We're heading into the test area.
Prepare the injection. Losing control. Watch out! Christomax activated. Ready to deploy anesthetic. Oh no. System failure. The anesthetic delivery line didn't respond. Maybe the impact damaged the control pipeline?
Let me show you how it's done.
We need to manually override all 4 control consoles to reopen the nozzles.
All wrapped up. Ha! I'll take it from here. Let me show you how it's done. Easy peasy. Ha! Here comes my full power! Piece of cake. Ha! 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 Easy peasy. Ha! Something feels off. Ha! Time for some payback. Here comes my full power. Heads up! All according to plan. Time for some payback. Something feels off.
Kristoff's vitals are all within acceptable ranges. We can proceed with sample extraction.
You still seem very nervous, Doctor.
Yes, well, we aren't out of the woods yet. I dare not relax until we've successfully extracted the Kristomax. We won't need to bother you for any subsequent work, though, so you can leave that to us.
Meroria headquarters will be waiting for your good news.
I'll report to Larson as soon as I can. Anyway, the anesthetic will wear off soon, so I have to go oversee the sample extraction. Thanks again for all your help.
No problem. I guess we'll be heading back to headquarters then.
Thanks for all your hard work, Lynn. Dr. Clive just sent word that the artificial Kristomax has been successfully extracted.
I'm happy to see such progress, Larson.
Tomorrow, Dr. Clive will hold a small briefing at the press conference center with the aim of presenting our current research results to other high-level individuals. If we can win more support, I'll have more resources to put into the project. This is a very rare and potentially valuable opportunity for us. Dr. Clive hopes the three of you might attend.
Oh? Well, hopefully Dr. Clive will have more good news for us too. You guys seem in a good mood. Let me know when you're ready to go. The press conference starts in a couple hours, but we need to be there early.
Hearing the Archon talk, it seems like this is a pretty important press conference, right?
Correct. This is the most important discovery to date of the whole Listener project. Dr. Clive sent me a message this morning, saying he was so excited he couldn't even sleep last night. I can't help but worry if he'll mess up in the press conference.
Such an esteemed doctor is that nervous?
In the 2 years since Dr. Clive took over the Listener project, he hasn't been able to produce anything of value. I guess this is also a chance to validate himself to everyone, as well as the project. I can certainly sympathize. The doctor, the whole Listener research team has been waiting for this day for a very long time.
Lynn, I've just received word that the conference venue was attacked, for no apparent reason.
What? The venue for the press conference?
Yes, details are still hazy at present, so I cannot definitively say what happened. I'm on my way there now to find out more. According to security logs, the Christamax samples for the press conference had already been sent there. I worry that maybe...
Cordon off the whole area. We're on our way. So what's going on in there, Saki?
I only just got here myself. We still don't know what exactly is happening inside, but according to those who have escaped, there were gray space entities in there.
Gray space entities? How did those things get into Meroria?
I sent someone to check Meroria's external defenses, and there's no sign of a breach. Nor is there any sign of a gray space entities invasion. It's like they just materialized out of thin air. There are currently some issues with the building's internal power supply. Some floors have lost all their powers, while the security and monitoring systems are malfunctioning. I'm arranging a floor-by-floor inspection.
There's no time for that. Our priority is to secure those samples.
You know I have limited manpower. I need to maintain order, get the crowd out of here, and lessen any negative impacts of the attack.
I'll think of something. Has Dr. Clive been informed of what's going on?
He's on his way. He'd been resting at the research center, and was thankfully not caught up in any of this.
Okay, good. Saki, you take your team and look for survivors on each floor. We'll take over the investigation.
Understood. However, you should note that the lift to the conference venue is also currently malfunctioning. You can find and restart the power supply on the ground floor, which should fix the problem.
careful.
What? What do you want?
Careful, it's too dangerous.
Here comes my full power! Piece of cake. Ha! Ha! Walk in the park. I'll take it from here. All wrapped up. Ha! Ha! Let me show you how it's done. All according to plan.
The scene is secure and most of the injured are receiving treatment. Unfortunately, the cause of the incident is not yet known, so the press conference will have to be postponed.
How's Dr. Clive? I reckon that this could be connected to that artificial Crystamax he extracted.
He's got a few scratches, nothing serious. He's been taken to headquarters to be patched up. Larson wants us to go there and ascertain the cause of all this.
Let's go then.
Dr. Clive, I need a straight answer. Can you guarantee that the artificial Christomax is safe now?
Archon, during the incident, the Christomax displayed a field ability hitherto unseen in all of our experiments. We need to conduct more comprehensive tests on the sample, and until we do, I am unable to guarantee that it's safe.
Dr. Clive, do you have any idea about what could have caused this?
That creature in the hall was actually an artificial Christomax parasite in a Singer-type droid. It even displayed sentience, which is something a normal Christomax from a gray space entity could never have. What's more, after successfully taking control of its host, that Christomax displayed a field ability we had not seen before. It was totally beyond anything we could have imagined. We incorporated tissue samples from 3 known abyssins in cultivating this Christomax, but none of them had this ability to pass through solid walls, so this Christomax seems to have evolved new field abilities during its development. This trait is something we've never seen or even considered before, I admit. Perhaps I was too optimistic and let myself get a little careless. I will take full responsibility for this incident.
Moreover, reports from the scene indicate that the out-of-control abyssant displayed some abnormal behavior before it was defeated. Our information suggests that it seems to possess human-like intelligence, acts with purpose, and even makes human-sounding noises. Lynn, you were the closest to that thing. Do you think it possessed a level of intelligence similar to our own?
I'm sorry, Archon. Nothing really jumped out at me. While its behavior was certainly out of the ordinary, I don't think it really has the ability to communicate with us. After all, it's not a real gray space entity, just an artificial Christomax, a parasite on a mechanical host. Perhaps it was unconsciously imitating our behavior and merely mimicking human noises.
Gray space entities are communicating with humans. In all of my research, I've never even heard of such a thing.
I think I have a good grasp of what transpired now. Our forensics team is analyzing the scene as we speak, and might be able to find something of value. Dr. Clive, I've ordered the artificial Christomax to be transferred to the secure lab at headquarters. You may conduct subsequent safety tests there. I shall be keenly awaiting the results. I believe that covers everything for today. Dismissed.
Was there anything else?
Actually, Lynn, that abyssant. At the time, I felt like it was trying to communicate with us too. It also wasn't displaying a clear intention to attack. Before Dr. Clive fired the first shot, at least.
Huh. So you also think it was trying to talk to us?
Miss Lynn, it might be a good idea to suggest Archon Larson and Dr. Clive pay more attention to this idea.
I'll certainly bear your suggestions in mind. Thank you.
Captain Saki Fua? Executor? Shirley? I have something important to discuss with you. Do you have time? I'm sorry to call you all here on such short notice. I feel there's something you need to know about Lynn.
Miss Lynn, did something happen to her?
Do you remember the sound that the Christomax parasitized puppet singer made when it attacked? Our technicians have analyzed and processed the sound. We've translated what we've got into human speech.
She's calling for... Ruby?
If it really came for Ruby, then Lynn must have hidden something from us, both about the monster and Ruby.
But why would Ruby have anything to do with it?
Ruby's identity has always been mysterious. She suddenly appeared beside Lynn about 2 years ago. Lynn only said Ruby was entrusted to her by a friend, but she has never said anything about who that friend was. What's more, we couldn't find anything on Ruby. It seems like Lynn is intentionally trying to keep Ruby's identity a secret. After the attack, the reason that she denies that she conversed with the monster is she doesn't want us to know about Ruby's involvement in all this.
Why did Miss Lynn do that?
As per regulation, I've submitted everything I've found to Larson. He will soon be holding an inquisition at Cloudtop regarding Lynn. But before that, I want to see if you two have anything to say. You were there. Did I miss anything that went down between Lynn and the monster?
Before Dr. Clive suddenly came in and opened fire, the enemy wasn't hostile. It was trying to communicate with Lynn. But if Miss Lynn wanted to hide this from us, she could have sent Shirley and me away and taken care of it herself.
I believe in Miss Lynn. She has always acted in the best interest of the people here. There must be something more to this than we know.
I also trust that Lynn would never betray Meroria, but her actions are, indeed, suspicious. We have to tread carefully for the safety of the city. Archon Larson wants both of you to be there at Lynn's Inquisition. We can only hope Lynn can explain all this, but I wonder how deep this rabbit hole goes.
We're on standby.
Miss Lynn, let's go in.
Don't forget what I told you before you slept.
I remember.
Then wait here for me. I'll be right out.
Uh-huh.
Let's go then.
Let's go. Ruby?
Huh? Oh, looks like we have two new faces in our midst.
Oh, let me introduce you. These two are Executor and Shirley from District 9. This is...
Hello, I'm Tianlong. Hey, Lyra, why don't you come and say hi?
Greetings, I'm Lyra.
Tianlong is District 7's High Executor and is dispatched on a mission. Ms. Lyra is the current president of the Madeline Foundation, as well as Archon Larson's special consultant.
I'm sorry that my work required me elsewhere.
No, everything happened because of me. Sorry for taking up all your time.
Now that we're all here, let's get started.
Archon Larson.
I believe everyone here already knows about what happened a few days ago at the Listener Conference. Despite how the puppet singer was destroyed, and the artificial Christomax was relocated. It has a significant effect on things. Many have started questioning whether or not Miroria's defense systems are able to withstand gray space entity attacks. These concerns are understandable, since gray space entity attacks have never happened inside Miroria. If we cannot guarantee our denizens' safety, it stands to reason that we will lose their trust. Captain Saki Fuwa has doubled the patrols in Miroria, and Lyra will be assisting in upgrading the city's current surveillance systems. However, these are but contingencies and responses to an emergency incident. We need to prevent similar situations from taking place in the future. Lin, Captain Saki Fuwa should have already relayed the results of the investigation to you. Would you please explain why you concealed the fact that the puppet singer could communicate with you? And what exactly did it say to you?
Now that the Security Special Forces reports are out, there's nothing more I could say other than, I'm sorry, Archon Larson. I concealed it not because I have an agenda or harbor ill will. There are just some things that I feel are not ready for the public eye.
Forgive me for being frank, Miss Lin. This thing has profound influences. If we can't work together and solve this crisis together, I'm afraid...
Archon Larson, please let me handle the follow-up to this incident. I promise I'll present a satisfactory answer to everyone. I'll just need some extra time.
Lin, I've trusted you, and I'm willing to believe that there is a reason for your actions. However, I cannot allow you to put the whole city in danger.
Archon Larson is responsible for the safety of the entire city. Please understand that, Lin.
It spoke Ruby's name. That's the kid who hangs around you. The Security Special Forces have completed their investigation into Ruby's identity and past, and found no activities beyond the last 2 years. Lin, who is this kid?
Archon Larson, I vouch for Ruby that she's always been a good kid. I'll educate her well and be held responsible for all her actions.
I don't need you to take responsibility. I only want to know what the relationship between that kid and the artificial Christomax parasitized monster is.
Security alert. All non-combatants, please proceed to the nearest safe zone.
Ruby. Archon Larson, please give the order to lock down all exits immediately.
You have your orders, Captain Saki Fuwa. Don't worry about me.
Captain, that artificial Christomax suddenly went out of control. We're sending machine guards to suppress it.
That artificial Christomax again. What's going on with it? Look, the storage vessel for the artificial Christomax is completely shattered.
What happened here?
The machine guards couldn't stop it. We have to find Ruby.
The wreckage went through the room ahead.
Captain Saki Fuwa,
Archon Larson.
take Ruby to the infirmary and keep her safe.
Yes, sir!
Lin, I need an explanation from you. The artificial Christomax has caused many security incidents. I hope now you can see how this thing doesn't just affect you and Ruby, but all of us.
Archon Larson, I will give you all the information I have, but I have a request.
You can give me your demands, but I can't promise anything.
I need you to give me your word that you'll assure Ruby's safety after hearing what I have to say. Ruby is not really a human. She's the result of an experiment trying to fuse humans and gray space entities.
What? Ruby? She's...
An artificial gray space entity. Just like what Dr. Clive did.
To a certain extent, yes. Ruby and the artificial gray space entity in the listener testing ground are the same. That artificial Christomax may be attracted to Ruby. Do you remember who Rubilia is, Archon Larson?
Dr. Rubilia, the first supervisor of Project Listener. That kid is a true genius. If it weren't for the accident, she could have achieved much and given much to Meroria.
An accident?
2 years ago, in a routine collection mission on the surface, Rubilia went missing in a gray space entity attack. Her project was then handed off to Dr. Clive, who used to be her assistant.
Wait, what happened to Dr. Rubilia took place 2 years ago. And that's also when Ruby appeared in Meroria. Ruby? Rubilia?
Rubilia used her own genetic code to fuse with the gray space entity in the experiment. That's how Ruby was born.
Fusing human DNA with that of the gray space entity is directly forbidden by Archon Harunobu. What Dr. Rubilia did was... madness!
Since her father died, Rubilia's been running those forbidden experiments in her secret lab. I only learned of it when I found her journal by accident. I put a stop to her experiments and sealed off the lab. Out of many concerns, I didn't make it public. Instead, I exiled Rubilia out of Meroria.
You mean she didn't go missing because of the gray space entity attack, but it was by your orders?
Yes, I only wanted this thing to go away at the time. Rubilia's experiments were too extreme. I didn't know what would happen if they went public, so I leveraged my position to conceal it all.
If Rubilia really did create a superior abyssant with human intelligence and in human form, but outside of human control, it would be a great disaster for all mankind. Lynn, how many like Ruby are out there? Are there any in this city that remain undiscovered?
Archon Larson, Ruby is the only test subject left alive. She possesses a human mind. I can assure you that she'll not lose control and become a monster and threaten the safety of everyone.
Even if you can prove that Ruby doesn't pose a threat, there's been no change in her situation after she absorbed that artificial Christomax. We cannot be certain if she'll be affected or controlled by the Christomax. Lynn, Executor, and Shirley, please stay here. I'll decide the next course of action after they run a full checkup on Ruby.
Larson, I only wish for Ruby to be treated as a human, not a monster locked up in a cage and studied in a lab.
I have my own thoughts on this, but I can assure you that Ruby will be safe. Captain Saki Fua, with me.
Yes.
Ruby is still in a coma. We did a full examination on her, but due to her unique physical conditions, we cannot assess her status using normal human standards. Dr. Clive is assessing Ruby's situation, but he informed us that it might be difficult to do so with our current technology, since she's the first human hybrid. Lynn, there must be some research data left behind in Rubilia's lab, right?
Yes. Even though I sealed off the lab, I did not destroy the research data. I planned on revealing the whole thing once Project Listener made some progress.
We're facing a problem, and the redacted data may hold the key to solving it. We cannot wait any longer. Only you know the location of the lab, Lynn. I will need you to take a team and retrieve the research data.
Yes, sir.
I'll send someone to go with you. The safety of Meroria hangs in the balance, and we cannot afford another accident.
Archon Larson has told me all about it. Miss Lin, it seems like you've kept quite a number of things from us.
Tianlong? Miss Lyra?
Lin, long time no see.
Miss Lyra will remain in Meroria to assist us with this investigation. Tianlong will go with you to the restricted experiment zone. Lin, do not disappoint us again.
Oh, you got Archon Larson so mad?
If you have time to chit-chat, why don't you contribute to planning our next move?
Huh. Looks like we're the ones tasked with this special op. Captain Lin, what dangerous mission will we be going on this time?
Why so serious? We're just investigating an abandoned lab, aren't we?
Huh? Archon Larson recalled me for an emergency situation, and it turned out to be such a simple mission?
Your mission is not just to assist with the investigation, but to keep an eye on me. I am now in your charge.
Miss Lin, that's not a nice thing to say. I'm only here to help you complete the mission, and that's all.
Miss Lin, what do we have to know about that lab?
There are no security systems installed in the lab, but it holds a great number of gray space entity samples. The samples should either be in stasis or deceased, but we really don't have enough information. Stay vigilant. I have relayed the lab coordinates to you. Make sure you've received them. If there are no further questions, let's head out.